What is poppin', Genshin gamers? So, the Klee banner has been released, and we are going to be talking about whether or not you should roll on the Klee banner. And I'll also give my thoughts on Klee and some other things. So, let's get into it. So, the Klee banner. You got Klee, Fischl, Sucrose, and Barbara. First things first, I want to get this out of the way. If you like Klee, you think she's adorable, and you just really like her, go ahead and roll for it. I'm not gonna tell you not to. But my thoughts on this banner: Klee is a good pyro DPS, not the best. I think Hu Tao definitely outclasses her as a pyro DPS. Her playstyle is kind of clunky. I know you hear that a lot, but her playstyle is pretty clunky. I used to main Klee when the game first came out, so I have a lot of playtime with her, and she is very clunky and hard to like master. You can try if you want, but she is kind of hard to master. I'm not gonna lie to you. But she is a fun character to play. In my opinion, she's a very fun character to play. She is just a pyromaniac. She goes boom, 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 and her charge attacks do a lot of like a crap ton of damage. But in my opinion, this banner is not really worth rolling on unless you really want Klee. There's also Barbara on here, who is on every banner for some reason. I don't know why they keep putting Barbara on all these freaking banners, but they do. Fischl is honestly, she's like rising up in the ranks, especially since Eula just released. And we have to do more testing on the Overload buff and the Elemental Mastery buff and just the Electro buff in general. Same thing with Sucrose. Sucrose is actually pretty valuable, especially with the new Abyss coming out. It's going to be gonna give you some animal buffs, and the Animo in general just got a recent buff. Barbara, we probably all got like C80 Barbara. Like I roll Barbara every time she's on the banner, and I get like 40 of them. Sucrose is a good character. If you need like an Animo support, maybe you can go for Sucrose. It's up to you. Everybody should have Fischl unless you're newish to the game. If you're like C4, C5, and you really want C6, maybe you could roll on her. But overall, I don't think it's worth it. I would kind of wait. If you really need a power DPS now, you can roll on it. But I would kind of wait for maybe Hu Tao if you really want a power DPS and you don't have one. If you have a Yanfei as well, I really don't think it's worth rolling. I would just build your Yanfei instead and use your resources on that instead of getting a whole new character and everything. And she, like, you can kind of just spam her attacks and everything, and you'll be fine. But that's not like her optimal playstyle. If you want to optimize her completely, you need to like do one auto, another auto, like your first auto, and like you need to do like different little mechanics and everything. And it's kind of weird to like fully optimize her playstyle and everything. So honestly, I don't recommend it rolling on this banner unless you really just love Klee. The weapon banner here is honestly also not that great. Last Prayer to Sacred Winds, it's an alright weapon. I believe I have it right here. I have not built this yet, but it's a pretty good weapon. It's got crit rate. It's probably one of the better catalysts, but is it worth rolling on? Probably not. Crit rate substat is always great on any character. Increases movement speed by 10%. That's all right. When in battle, gain an 8% elemental damage bonus for every 4 seconds. That's cool. Max 4 stacks. That's cool, but it's nothing like game breaking. It's nothing like a Wolf's Gravestone or like an Ammo's Bow, like game breaking weapons, or like a Staff of Homa. Nothing truly game breaking, so I don't think that's worth it. And the other one is the Skyward Pride. The Skyward Pride is kind of like a niche weapon. There's definitely better claymores out there. Like if this was like a Wolf's Gravestone, I would say maybe roll on it, but the Skyward Pride it's kind of like a niche weapon because it has the energy recharge substat, which honestly isn't that great. Because you honestly prefer damage. I use it on like my Beto because she really needs a lot of energy recharge, but it's honestly not that great of a weapon. Wolf's Gravestone is obviously the best claymore in the game, so if you can get that, that would be cool, but I would not recommend rolling on this banner either. The other weapons on it, They dropped Fischl's bow on this, which is kind of weird. And this Fischl bow is only really good if you're trying to main DPS Fischl, which at this point in the game, I don't see why you would be. At this point in the game, I'm sure you have better DPSs, and you'd probably just use Fischl with like a stringless or something, just to throw out your bird, your little Oz there, and then be done with it. I don't see why you would go main DPS Fischl. It doesn't really make sense. The bell, worst weapon in the game. I don't know why this is even still in the game. Favonia's lance is cool. It's really good on like Rosaria, because she can gain a lot of energy particles that way. But on like other characters, it's not really that useful. Lion's Roar is only good on like Kaching. I would not recommend it unless you really, really need it for like Kaching or something. And the Widsith is honestly a pretty good catalyst, but I wouldn't recommend rolling on it for that either. So like overall, I don't know what Mihoyo is thinking on these banners, but like nothing here is like appetizing. Like nothing here is like makes me like, oh, you should kind of roll on this banner. Maybe you should think about it. The only reason you should roll on this banner is if you really, really like Klee. But like that's the only reason I can think of. They're honestly kind of bad banners, and I don't know why they do this. Like they didn't put any exciting characters on there. If they would have put like Rosaria on this banner, I would be like, okay, if you really, really want Rosaria, yeah, you can roll for it. Like a Bennett, a Jing Cho, like somebody interesting. But like these are the same recycled characters we get in like every banner. So I don't know why Genshin doesn't want money. That's what it seems like with this banner, especially because they just released like those 4 new characters, like the little preview things. So like I don't see why anybody would be really rolling on this banner. It doesn't really make any sense. And I'm pretty sure Klee has the highest banner sales in general, like the first time she was around. But it doesn't seem like anybody's excited for this banner. Nobody's excited for Klee. I just don't understand what Mihoyo is thinking with this. I don't know, but you can let me know what you think in the comments. Maybe I'm missing something here. Maybe something's not clicking with me, and there's a reason you should roll on this banner. I don't know, but anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later. Peace.